Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the 2018 opening day games from Payoff Pitch. This game coming from north of the border, Rogers Center in Toronto, Canada. New York Yankees against the Toronto Blue Jays. Now I've had at least one or more questions. I think at least two people have asked, where do I find the opening day rosters from? Well, one of the easiest ways I know to do it is to go to the individual team's game notes. Each team has game notes from every day of the season on their website, on the Major League website. You can find it. Just Google, Yankee game notes, Blue Jay game notes, whatever, and you'll find it. So let's look at the Yankee game notes from 2018 opening day. And if we go to the back page, second page, right here, it says 2018 opening day roster. So that tells us who was available and who was not on the roster. So, same thing for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays had the same result. If we go to their game notes from game one, and we look right here, it says breaking it down, here is the roster. It even tells you who's on the DL. Troy Tulowitzki's on the DL, and Dalton Pompey is on the DL to start the season, carrying 12 pitchers and 13 position players. All right, the other thing to note is that when you buy the 2018 set, I would say probably 96 to 97% of the players are carded. Maybe 95. I didn't do an exact percentage, but it's a lot. The only ones that might be missing are marginal guys, and there is a PDF on the Payoff Pitch website, Sideline Strategy website. Free PDF you can go to, and when you print them off, they look like this. And you can see the cut lines that are on here. Now, when I cut mine, I probably cut it a little bit too small, but not too bad. There was one player on Toronto that was not carded in the set that's on the opening day roster, and that is utility infielder Gift Ngope. He spent most of the season in AAA, but he did play 13 games to start the season with Toronto. At least he started the season with Toronto. He may have come up in September as well. As you can see, Gift Ngope did not face any left-handed pitchers, so he has no rating there. So here he is against right-handers. And honestly, if you try to play him against a lefty, I'm not sure what the rules say on that. I guess you would have to go straight to the out chart. I just don't know any, because there's nothing here, so you'd have to go to the out chart. Because that's by rule. If you can't find it here, you go to the out chart. So I'm assuming if you bat him against a lefty, you must have to go to the out chart and take that result. Compare that against maybe the regular size card. You can put one on top of the other, and you can see, it's maybe a smidgen above on top and maybe a smidgen extra on wide, but it's still not too bad. I think it's nice that they do provide that, the extra players, so that you can, if you're doing like I'm doing, or I like to do sometimes, do a full season replay with actual lineups and actual rosters, then we can do that. Let's go through the lineup very quickly. For the Yankees, this is Gardner in left, Judge in right, Stanton DH, Sanchez catching, Hicks in center, Gregorius at short, Drury at third, Walker at second, and Austin at first, with Luis Severino on the mound. And if we look at the extras for the Yankees on their bench from the opening day rosters that I showed you earlier, Ronald Torreyes is on the bench, Tyler Wade is on the bench, Austin Romine is on the bench. So they have 3 bench players. And their bullpen, or their pitching staff, not just the bullpen, but the pitching staff, they have Dylan Betances, Chad Green, Adam Warren, Aroldis Chapman, Sonny Gray, Jonathan Holder, Tommy Kahnle, Jordan Montgomery, David Robertson, CC Sabathia, Chasen Shrevey, and Masahiro Tanaka. Those are all the 25 players on the opening day roster for the Yankees. Now for the Blue Jays, it'll be Travis leading off at second, Donaldson at third, Smoke at first, Granderson in left, Morales the DH, Grichuk in right, Martin catching, Pilar center, Diaz at short, and J.A. Happ, ironically, is pitching, as he was later traded to the Yankees and helped them in their playoff push. So on the bench for the Blue Jays, the extra players that they have available off the bench, Gift Ngope, and Jarvis Solarte, and Steve Pearce are the 3 available bench players. We go to their pitching staff, And they have John Axford, Aaron Loop, Danny Barnes, Mr. O, Tyler Clippard, Marco Estrada, Roberto Osuna, later traded to Houston, Jaime Garcia, Marcus Stroman, Aaron Sanchez, and Ryan Tepera. So there you have all 25 players that will be available in today's game. So if I don't pick someone from the bench or the bullpen, you wonder why, it's because they aren't there. So we're ready to go here. I am going to do manual stealing, and I do have my little optional jump chart available to me. So we'll see how that goes. I do also have the fast action cards. So what I'm going to use them for is runner advancement only. For double plays and defensive checks and such, I'm still going to use the dice and the charts, but for runner advancement, I'm going to use this rather than the lead die on the 2d6s. So we are ready to get going here. It is Brett Gardner against J.A. Happ, lefty on lefty. It's a 5, which is tough, and a 40. Tough 40 against a lefty for Gardner is a strikeout. So J.A. Happ puts the whiff on Gardner right away. Here's Aaron Judge. It's a 9, which is ballpark, and that's a 53. So if we go to the ballpark, 53, unfortunately for J.A. Happ, Rogers Center 53 is in the wheelhouse. So we go to wheelhouse on Aaron Judge. 1 to 58 is a home run. Anything up to 89 is still going to be a hit. But a 1 to 58 will be the big blast. It's a 60, so he missed it. It's a double. So Aaron Judge misses the homer, but does get a solid ringing double. And the Yankees have something going here in the first. Here's Giancarlo Stanton, the DH. 8 is tough. 25, that's a strikeout against the lefty. And against a righty as well, actually. So it's 2 down for catcher Gary Sanchez. Sanchez, a 9, is ballpark. 52, that's in the wheelhouse again. Sanchez's wheelhouse versus a lefty is 1 to 64. 1 to 64. 1 to 64. It is a 3, so it is a 2-run bomb for Gary Sanchez. And the Yankees take a 2-0 lead. And I think, now that I think about it, I think I accidentally looked at Aaron Judge's wheelhouse against a righty instead of a lefty. But that 60-some-odd he rolled would still be a double against a lefty. So I think I did that, so I wanted to make that quick correction. But this time Sanchez needed no correction. He gets a 2-run bomb. Yankees lead at 2-0. Here's Aaron Hicks. That's an 8. It's tough 47 against the lefty. Tough 47 against the lefty is a single for Aaron Hicks. So he keeps it going. For D.D. Gregorius, 9 is ballpark again. 46 is again in the wheelhouse. So Happ's having some bad luck with the ballpark checks. Gregorius, wheelhouse against the lefty. 1 to 34 is a dinger. It's a 61 though, so it's still going to be a single. And some people play that if it's in the wheelhouse, you automatically get 2 bases and so forth. But I'm going with the fast action cards to determine that. So we'll flip over here and see what we get for base running advancement. 1 base. 1 base advancement is all you get. So, however, there is an overriding factor because there are 2 outs. Forgot about this little rule that it is in the game. So I will use that to override the fast action card. And that is when there are 2 outs, a runner of 6 or higher gets a 2-base advancement. So to be realistic, I like to go with that. So Hicks will, in fact, take third because his run rating is a 7. So I just think that's more realistic that way, especially when there's 2 outs. Going to get the jump so right away, so it makes more sense to me to do it that way. Here is Drury. 9 is ballpark. Boy, I'm rolling a lot of 9s for some reason. Ballpark 23 is in the wheelhouse again, so Happ has just run into big-time trouble. Fortunately for Happ, Drury has no home runs in his wheelhouse. 41 is not even a single. 41 is going to be a grounder to first, and that's going to end the inning. So good thing it was Drury and not somebody else. But either way, the Yankees put up 2 runs in the first, and somewhere John Sterling is very happy. And the Yankees take a 2-0 lead before this crowd here at Rogers Center gets warmed up. So now we have Luis Severino, the tough righty, being given a 2-0 lead here in the first. Here's Devin Travis, the second baseman, to lead things off. 10 is Tough. Tough 05. That's a strikeout. So Severino takes care of Travis. Here's Josh Donaldson, the newest Atlanta Brave. 4 is Tough 09. That's another strikeout. So Severino finding those tough results. And he's got 4 or 5 of them on his card. Here's Justin Smoke. It's a 2, which is Wheelhouse, and a 74. So Wheelhouse 74 is going to be a double for Justin Smoke. So Justin Smoke with a 2-out double brings up Curtis Granderson, former Yankee. Former everything, it seems like. He's played all over the place. 6 is In Play, and that's an 06. In Play 06 is a double for Curtis Granderson. So back-to-back doubles, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Cut in the lead to 2-1. Hoping for a pitcher's duel with these two pitchers, but so far, hitters have had the advantage. Here's Morales. 8 is Patient 63. That's going to be a walk, and that's going to put 2 on with 2 outs as Severino's trying to get that 3rd out. Here's Randall Grichuk, right fielder. 7 is Tough. He'll get it this time, another strikeout. So he strikes out the side, but in between 2 doubles and a walk, the Blue Jays pick up a run. After 1 complete here at Rogers Center, it is Yankees 2 and Blue Jays 1. So now J.A. Happ coming back out to face the bottom of the order. Second baseman Neil Walker. Switch hitter batting right. 8 is Tough 38. Tough 38 against the lefty is a strikeout. 1 away for Tyler Austin. 9, he found the ballpark again, but it's a 0-0, so we're going to the rare play chart. And I do have this rare play chart to use when bases are empty. You roll 2 D6s, it's 11 through 66, and we'll see what happens. Got it offline somewhere, I don't even remember where I got it from, but I'll use it. 42, so we get a 42, so we go over here to 42. Defense, re-roll all dice and refer to defensive chart. Play with A range or 5 E rating makes highlight reel catch. Otherwise, it's a single or 1 base error if it's a range or error check. So we're going to roll all dice. And we get a 43 and a 43 on a defensive check. 43 on a defensive check is error rating on the first baseman. So the first baseman, Justin Smoke. Justin Smoke. Where'd he go here? Justin Smoke. He's an error rating of 5. And let's see here. Looks like I'm going to re-roll again. I'm not sure why it says re-roll all 4 dice here. Okay, we're checking A. Does Smoke have an A range or a 5E rating? Smoke has a 5E rating, so that means he makes a highlight reel catch. So how about that? Justin Smoke snares the liner. I don't know what the other 2 dice were for. I guess if there was a hit, we'd check runner advancement with it. But since he's a 5 on his error, he makes the highlight reel catch. And that'll take care of Mr. Tyler Austin. So 2 up, 2 down for Gardner. 8 is Tough, 71. Well out of range, 71's a grounder to short. And this time Happ has a 1-2-3 second inning. So we go to bottom of the second. Still 2-1 Yanks. Severino will be facing catcher Russell Martin to start the game, start the second inning. 12 is defense, so we've got defense 22, and a defense 22 is a range check on the shortstop Gregorius. Gregorius range is a B. You go to Rogers Center. B range is a 1-39 for a hit. 40 or more, he makes the play. So we'll roll all the dice and check the 2 D10s. 85, he made the play. 9 on an out is a ground out, not a pop out. So it's a ground out. Russell Martin, he is out of there, 1 away. Kevin Pillar, or Pilar, as I like to say, up northeast. 8 is Patient. 83, though, is well out of range. That's going to be a grounder to short. And yes, from Virginia, my New England accent is definitely wanting. Here's Diaz. 7, Tough, 17, strikeout. Innings over. Let's back this up so you can see the whole score sheet here. Or maybe I'll just bring the score sheet up. It's probably easier. So nothing there. 3 up, 3 down go the Blue Jays. We go to the third. Still 2-0 favor of the Yanks. J.A. Happ We'll be facing Aaron Judge to lead things off. Judge, Stanton, and Sanchez. 6 is tough. 0-1. That's a strikeout. So Judge out on strikes. Here's Giancarlo Stanton. 9 is ballpark again. 23 is in the wheelhouse. So he's in Stanton's wheelhouse. 1 to 78's a homer. And it is. So Giancarlo Stanton goes deep into 3 big guys for the Yankees. Stanton, Sanchez, and Judge have, well, actually Stanton and Sanchez have homered. Judge doubled. So Judge is the only one missing out on the double. I'll get these cards backwards somehow or another. Don't know how that happened. Put them upside down. Don't want to do that. Here's Gary Sanchez now. Yankees with a 3-1 lead. 5 is tough. 17 is a strikeout. And you would think, I mean, his ballpark, he's only got 1 ballpark card, but it is at a 9, so I guess that's why it's coming up so much. But he certainly is finding that ballpark quite a bit. Aaron Hicks, 12 is defense. 99. That's the error rate on the right fielder. Right fielder for the Blue Jays is Grichuk. His error is a 5, so that means a 1 to 28, he will make the play. 1 to 28 will be an error. Anything under 28 or over 28, he'll make the play. It is a 94, so he makes the play. And that's going to do it for the 3rd inning. But the Yankees, thanks to a Giancarlo Stanton homer, take a 3-1 lead. And where's John Sterling with the home run calls when you need him? I'm not about to do an imitation. So here's Devin Travis. It's an 8. Patient. 15. That's a walk. So Devin Travis with a walk. Only 1 patient on Severino's card, but it's right in the middle there at number 8. Here's Josh Donaldson. 9 is tough and a 25. That's a strikeout. 1 away for Justin Smoke. Doubled his first trip. It's a 9, which is tough, and a 5. That is a strikeout. Out number 2 for Curtis Granderson. 12 is defense. 87. 87 on the defense is an error check on the shortstop. Gregorius is a 5, so 1 to 28 will be an error. Anything else, he will make the play. It's a 64, he makes the play, and 11 is a ground ball. So it will be 6-3 ground out. And it did say ground ball plus advance, so that means you did not go to second for the force, in case anybody was curious to be that technical. I'm not really worried about defense in this particular situation. This one-off game, I'm not doing a season replay or anything for them. Not keeping defensive stats, so it doesn't really matter. Out is an out. Here's Gregorius. 11 is wheelhouse. 40. Gregorius wheelhouse 40 against the lefty is a double. So Gregorius a single and now a double for Didi. Yes, indeedy. I believe that is a phrase John Sterling uses. 3 is in play. 98 is a fly to left. 1 away for Neil Walker. Walker in 8 is tough. 74. Fly to center. 2 down. Tyler Austin. 7 is tough. 85. Struck him out. I'm sorry, I was looking at righties. Against lefties, tough 85. Ground ball to short. Have to be careful when I'm so used to looking at right-handers. When I get a lefty in there, it kind of throws me off. So that's going to do it for the Yankees here in the top of the 4th. Now we got DH Kendrys Morales. He will be in. Lead things off. Walked his first trip. 10 is tough. Won't walk this time. He fans on the strikeout. 1 away for Grichuk. 8 is patient. 34. That is a double for Grichuk. 31 to 40 is a double in the patient range. So Grichuk with a double. Brings up Russell Martin. 6 is in play. 31. But 31 on the 2D10s. 31 falls in the wild pitch range of Severino. So he just uncorked a wild pitch. So you got to be careful when you roll those 30s in the D10s because you got to check the wild pitch rating of the pitcher. So that's a wild pitch. Martin still at bat, infield back. 2 was wheelhouse. It may not matter. Wheelhouse on 0-7. That's a 2-run homer for Russell Martin. So maybe the wild pitch kind of distracted Severino, got him upset, and he uncorked a wild one in the wheelhouse for Martin, and he didn't miss it. 2-run shot. It is now a 3-3 ball game. We're all tied up here at Rogers Center. Kevin Pillar. 11 is ballpark. 94. That's an in play for Pillar. 29 in play is still going to be a base hit for Pillar. So he gets the base hit. Here's Aledmys Diaz. 10 is tough. 32. Again, 32. Wild pitch. So another wild pitch by Severino. He has really come unhinged. Here's Diaz. 9 and 54. 9 is tough. Tough 54 is a ground ball to third. Lead die, or the 2-die total of 9, so that's out of range. It's going to be a fielder's choice. No, it won't, because the runner's already at second. So it's ground ball to third. Runner's going to have to hold with the ball in front of him. So that's 2 outs for Devin Travis. 9 is tough, 57, and that's going to be a ground ball to third again to end the inning. But 2 runs for the Jays on that 2-run homer by Russell Martin. And we've got a brand new ball game tied at 4-4. I'm sorry, 3-3 through 4. We're now in the 5th. And fatigue rating on both pitchers is a 6. So they've got 2 more innings to go unless they give up more runs and get fatigued by lack of performance. Brett Gardner to lead off. 6 is tough. 63. Fly to left. 1 away. It brings up Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge. 9 is ballpark again. Happy just getting killed by the ballpark rules. 70, though, is in play, not wheelhouse, so that'll help some. Judge on the in play at 25 is still going to be a base hit, but at least it wasn't a jack. So, runner at first for Stanton. 2 is patient, but it's a 99, and that's a fly to left for out number 2. Brings up Sanchez, the catcher. Sanchez, a 7 is tough, 98, that's a fly to left. And the inning is over. So that's going to end the top of the 5th. Go to the bottom of the 5th, still a 3-3 ball game. And Josh Donaldson will lead things off. 6 is in play, 22, that's a base hit for Donaldson. So Severino having his issues here. Here's Justin Smoke. 9 is tough and an 81. Out of range. 81's a fly to center. 1 away for Curtis Granderson. 4 is tough. 52. That's a strikeout. Brings up Kendrys Morales. 8 is patient, but it's a 92. That's out of range. That'll take it to a fly to left. And the inning is over. So we go to the 6th, still tied at 3. And we'll keep an eye on pitcher fatigue. In fact, the Toronto bullpen is both bullpens have a little bit of light tossing going on. Aaron Hicks to lead off. 7 is tough, 18, that's a strikeout. 1 down for Didi. 10 is patient, 77. Against the lefty, that's out of range. 77 is a fly to center. 2 up, 2 down, and here's Brandon Drury. 7 is tough, 47. That is a double. Drury against a lefty. His only double is a 47, and he found it. So Drury, with a 2-out double, brings up Neil Walker. 10 is patient, 65. Out of range against the lefty, 65 is a ground ball to second. And the inning is over. It's probably going to be all for Happ, most likely. It's going to go 6. On opening day, you don't usually stretch your starters out that far, so most likely Happ is done for the day. Bullpen is loosening, and in fact, if we look down in the bullpen, we have Tyler Clippard, he will be coming in next for the Blue Jays to start the 7th. Right now, though, Severino, pitching the 6th, will be facing Randall Grichuk. 6 is in play, 52 out of range. That's going to be a liner to short. 1 down for Russell Martin. 12 defense, 99. That's the error rate of the right fielder, Judge. He's a 5 on his error, so pretty good chance he'll make the play. 1 to 28 is an error. He does make the play, so it is 2 down. Didn't even really need the 2d6s there, but rolled them anyway. Here's Pilar. 7 is tough, 83. That is going to be a ground ball to short. So Severino goes 6 solid, and he may come out as well. So it's a no decision time for both starters. And loosening in the Yankee bullpen is right-hander Tommy Kahnle. So Kahnle will be coming on next for the Yankees, and Tyler Clippard is going to be coming on now for the Blue Jays. So we'll roll Clippard in. So both pitchers, no decision. Both quality starts, 6 innings, 3 runs, but no decision. And Kahnle will be coming in to start the bottom of the 7th. Right now, top of the 7th, Tyler Austin. 8 is ballpark, 70. That is, Austin's a righty, so it's in play. Good thing, because Austin's got a pretty good wheelhouse. In play, 64. Ground ball to second. So 1 away. Back to the top of the order for Brett Gardner. Whoa, that happens sometimes. These D10s can get a little bit feisty. I'm going to re-roll that one. Okay. We got an 8, which is ballpark, and we got a 33, so we're in the wheelhouse. For Gardner, that is a 23. That's a home run. Brett Gardner greets Tyler Clippard with yet another Yankee home run. And the Yankees, he had 12 on the season. The Yankees reclaim the lead 4-3. Speaking of home runs, here's Aaron Judge. Judge, 8 is ballpark, 34. We're back in the wheelhouse again. So Clippard, ballparks are killing him too. 25, that's back-to-back jacks. Aaron Judge, 4th Yankee homer. All of them have come off, I think all of them have come off ballpark cards. One of them might have been wheelhouse, but most of them have been originating in the ballpark area. So here's Stanton. 2 was wheelhouse on Clippard. That's even worse. 23, it's another home run. 3 back-to-back homers. And I think that's going to be all for Clippard. He just got clipped big time. Back-to-back-to-back. I don't think I've ever had back-to-back-to-back before. Got it now, though, and he's out of there. And they'll turn to right-hander Mr. O. I'm not going to try to pronounce his first name, but Mr. O is in there, and Clippard, 1/3 of an inning, 3 runs, all on homers. Go figure that. 3 hits, 3 runs, all on homers. All right, here's Sanchez. 8 is tough, and on Clippard, 8 would have been the ballpark again, so he'd have been in trouble, but it would have been in play. All right, so 8 is tough. 99 is a fly to left. Out number 2. Here's Hicks. 11 is in play. 37, just out of range. 37 is a ground ball back to the pitcher. So 3 spot for the Yankees on back-to-back-to-back homers. Here in the top of the 7th, we go to the bottom of the 7th. It is a 6-3 Yankee lead, and with those home runs, that makes Severino the pitcher record. He stands to get the win if the Yankees can hold the lead and not give it up. And Tommy Kahnle right now is charged with doing that. So Tommy Kahnle, hard throwing right-hander. Facing Diaz. 5 is patient. 99, though, is a fly to left. 1 away, back to the top of the order for Devin Travis. 10 is tough. 89. That is a ground ball to short. 2 up, 2 down Brings up Josh Donaldson. 8 is tough, 91. Ground ball to short. Innings over. We go to the 8th. 6-3 Yankees. And what seemed to be possible momentum for the Jays has kind of dissipated with these 3 home runs. Gregorius will lead things off. And O will come back out. He only faced 2 batters, so he's good to go for this inning. 2 is defense, 87. 87 is an error check on the shortstop. Diaz is a 5, so again on the error check. 1 to 28 will be an error. Anything else will make the play. He will make the play. It's a 10, which is a pop out. So it's a pop out to short. 1 away. And that will bring up Brandon Drury. Drury. 4 is tough, 34. Struck him out. 2 down. And now that will bring up Neil Walker. Walker, 8 is tough, 70. That is going to be out of range. It's a ground ball to second. Innings over. We go to the 8th, bottom of the 8th rather. And we'll get a new pitcher for the Yankees as Canely went his 1 inning. And we will now see Dylan Betances coming on, and that's going to be all for O as well. He will not pitch the 9th. He's already gone an inning and 2/3, so that's plenty for him. Dylan Betances will come in to pitch for the Yankees. Canely, 1 inning and all perfect. All zip, zip, zip. Easy one to figure out. No strikeouts, no walks. Justin Smoke lead things off against Betances. 12 is defense, 91. That is a error check on the left fielder Gardner. He's a 5 as well. So 1 to 28 is an error. Anything higher than that, he makes the play. It's an 11. It is an error. Let's go to the error chart for left fielders, and it's a 4. Error chart for left fielders, and a 4 is a 1 base error. So it's a 1 base error, E7 on Gardner. Rare error for Gardner, but he made it. Lost concentration there a bit, I guess. Here's Granderson. 6 is tough. 47's a strikeout. 1 away. You can see all the tough that Betances has on his card. It's because he had 115 strikeouts in 66 innings. So that's the reason there. It's another tough 75. That's going to be out of range, though. It is a fly to center. Route number 2. Bring up Randall Grichuk. Grichuk. Oops. 7, 66. Tough. Tough 66 is barely out of range. 66 is a fly to right. And the inning is over. So we go to the 9th. And Aroldis Chapman now loosening in the Yankee bullpen. As Betances does his job, pitching 1 inning, giving up nothing. There was an error, but nothing else. So for the Yankees, they will try to extend this lead, and they'll have to do it against right-hander John Axford. So John Axford is on. He will be pitcher number 4 for the Blue Jays, and Chapman will be pitcher number 4 for the Yankees. Here's Tyler Austin. He will lead things off. He's 0 for 3. Hasn't gotten the ball to the infield yet. 7 is in play, 84. Won't get it out of the infield again. It's a ground ball to short. So Austin hasn't made company with the outfield yet. 1 away. Here's Gardner. 5 is tough. 08, that's a strikeout. 2 down for Aaron Judge. That is a 5, tough, 35, struck him out. So 1-2-3 inning for Axford. Keeps the score at 6-3. So now that it is a save situation, Mr. Chapman will come in. See if he can't record that. And a lot of walks on Chapman's card. Look at all the yellow in Chapman's card. All this yellow because he walked 30 guys in 51 innings. So quite a lot of walks there. Also 4 toughs because he struck out 93. So pretty much it's either a walk or a strikeout, seems like, or close to it. So Russell Martin will be the first man up. 4 is patient. 28, that's a walk. And Aaron Boone will keep a close eye on Chapman. If he gets to be too wild, to go to Robertson. David Robertson is loosening in the Yankee bullpen. So just in case Chapman gets a little too wild, we got Robertson in the bullpen. So here's Pilar. 8 is tough. 29, that's a strikeout against a lefty, but barely. 32 was a strikeout range. 1 away for Diaz. Now they might go to the bench and see what they got on the bench here. They're going to pinch hit for Diaz with Steven Pierce. Much better against lefties. So Steven Pierce is going to pinch hit for Diaz. See what if he can do anything here against Chapman. 8 is tough. 16, not going to do it. It's a strikeout. So pinch hit, strikeout for Pierce. Pierce says, thanks a lot for bringing me in to face that guy. Last chance, Devin Travis. 10 is patient. 85, out of range. 85 is ground ball to short. And there's your ball game. As John Sterling would say, Yankees win, Yankees win, the Yankees win. So it's a 6-3 victory for the Yankees. Winner is Severino, the save to Patansis, the loss to J.A. Happ. I won't worry about the other particulars. But anyway, that's the payoff pitch opening day. And again, for those who are curious about how I get the rosters and whatnot, again, just go to the game notes. Go on the MLB site and search for game notes. You can Google game notes 2018, whatever you want to do, and they're all in date order. You just click on the month and day you want, and there they are. It's usually a PDF. It's about 12 pages, but in this case, right here is your opening day roster for the Blue Jays, and again the opening day roster for the Yankees. It also tells you who's on the disabled list. They had Bird, Ellsbury, and Frazier on the disabled list to start the season. So that's just one of the resources I use. And again, for the players that aren't available, like Gift and GoPay, PDF, free on the website. Print that out. They have cut lines to go by, and makes it pretty easy to do. So that's going to do it from here for the Payoff Pitch 2018 version, opening day at Rogers Center. Yankee bats and power came to play. 4 home runs accounted for all 6 runs, and particularly the back-to-back-to-back in the 7th. Yankees win it 6-3. Winner Severino, loser Happ, save Betances. So I hope you all enjoyed that presentation of Payoff Pitch from Rogers Center. And until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.